So, I am back wearing my hair in a way that I felt was most appropriate for this video. And yes, this is my hair. I'm proud. It's so cute. But we'll talk about that probably never. So, I am here to talk about the Lion King live action remake because I have been seeing a lot of hate, a lot of polarizing opinions on this movie. I've been seeing mostly hate though. A lot of people didn't like it, and I've just thrown in my opinion. So I just want to start off by saying it's 2019, almost 2020. For whatever reason, people have, since like 2017, 2016, decided to become critics of literally everything because everything is becoming better. Graphics are getting better, animation's getting better, you know, voice acting is getting better, everything is getting better because more things are being created and more people are figuring out different techniques to make things better. And so now everybody is a critic because they feel that their standards are the best and that their opinion is right. And if something goes against or is not up to their standards, it is just bad. It's not okay. It's not, oh, well, I didn't care for it, but I can see why another person would like it. No, it's just bad. I literally watched a video yesterday. That's why I'm making this video. I watched a video and it was saying, don't go see The Lion King because that person didn't like it. And they were telling people, don't go see it. And in my mind, I'm like, that is something. Because just because you don't like it, I understand if they were trying to say like, oh, don't see it because I didn't like, no, I can't, never mind, scratch that. Say like, don't go see it because it's a bad movie. I guess that's what they're saying. I don't know how to put this into words, but they were saying don't see it because they thought it was stupid, they thought it was bad, which again, is a valid opinion, but I wouldn't tell people to not see it because it's still, in my opinion, I'll go ahead and say my opinion, it was a really good movie. So yeah, forget other people's opinions. I'm just going to start getting into my own opinion and kind of, I guess, tying that in. This will all make sense, I hope, maybe. So I even have a flashcard here because I wanted this to be organized because I feel strongly about this. And when I feel strongly about something, I want to talk about it. I want to get stuff out there. I made a long post on my Snapchat about the movie in the parking lot of the movie theater just because it was that good to me. I really liked it. So this is going to be a long video, so might even be about the same length as my Voltron video, like 20-30 minutes. So leave if you want. If you don't, sit back, relax, grab a snack, I don't know. So, first of all, I want to talk about the good things in this movie, which there are a lot. That will be a big portion of this video because I loved that movie. To start off, when I was a kid, right, I can have my mom back this up, anybody back this up, my sister, anybody who knew me as a child knows that my very first favorite movie was The Lion King. And it was The Lion King and E.T. Those were like the only two movies that I literally watched. I used to get babysitted by this lady, and I would go over there and they'd be like, oh, sing, and I just can't wait to be king. Like, I used to walk around singing that 24/7. They used to always ask me to sing it. Like, I used to always watch that. She had that movie that was on repeat for me. I had Lion King stuff. I thought I was a lion for a minute. I would growl at things. I would tie a belt to the back of my pants and say it was a tail. I would walk on all fours. My family even has a joke where they make fun of me because I stepped on my hand once. Like, I had a pet lion, not a pet lion, but a stuffed lion animal, and I took it with me everywhere except daycare because they told me not to take it to daycare. And then the one day I took it to daycare, it got eaten by one of the kids. That's a story for another time because, yes, when I say it got eaten, the stuffed lion was eaten. Anyway, basically what I'm trying to say is Lion King was a big part of my childhood. It was a very big part of my childhood. I loved it. It was one of my favorite movies. I still love it. It's still fun to watch at this age. I love Lion King. So when I heard Disney was coming out with a live action Lion King, I was like, y'all better not mess this up because y'all have been messing up your live actions so far, the live actions have been nothing. They keep coming out of nowhere. I saw a trailer for Mulan the other day and there was like no hype around it. There's no, like, they're just spitting them out. And so I'm like, this better be good. I'm attached to these characters. I'm attached to these voices. Y'all better make, I'm attached to the story. Like, y'all better make it good. It better be good. And I was not disappointed. They came out with the voice acting like cast, and I was like, you know, of course, we all saw Beyonce on there. Yes, Beyonce was there, yeah. But besides Beyonce, we know that was good. Besides Beyonce, the voice acting was great. I love that they kept some of the characters the same. Like, I have a whole section of my little flashcard about the voice acting. But anyways, so I had really high expectations and really high hopes for this video and for this movie. And it came out perfectly, in my opinion. I mean, maybe not perfect, but I think as good as it could, like as good as I would have hoped it could be. It was really, really good to me. So the graphics, right? We all know the graphics in that movie were amazing. Come on. Even if you didn't like it, even if you hated it, at least level with me, at least level with yourself and admit that the graphics in this movie were amazing. And I, before making this video, watched Moist Critical, Penguin Zero, whatever, video, his Moist Meter review of The Lion King. And he was saying how the graphics were amazing. And being a little kid, he could see how a little kid could think that those were real lions, that they just saw, you know, real animals on this movie theater screen, doing all this stuff, talking all this stuff. And I am a 16-year-old senior, and some of that shit, I'm like, damn, are these things real? Like, are these lions real? Like, the graphics were insane. And there were okay. I'm getting tongue-tied because I'm excited, and my brain's like, and my mouth can't keep up. The graphics were great. The graphics were insane. There were scenes in that movie that looked good animated, of course, because I'll get into the next section. As a matter of fact, yeah, I'll let this tie into my next section because it's hard to talk about the graphics without talking about one of the main complaints. So, a main complaint with the movie is that it's exactly the same as the animated version, but live action. That's a complaint. Sorry, I keep looking back. My cat is making noises. But yeah, that's a complaint. Now, in my opinion, that's great. I liked that. I enjoyed it because it was like sitting down watching The Lion King, except real, and it was a whole new experience, but it was still the characters I loved, the lines I loved. It was still the same, and I loved that. I don't think they should have changed the damn thing. I think they made a very good decision, because what would have happened if they would have changed some stuff around, if they would have changed the story around, people would be pissed. People would be mad at it. I was looking at the Mulan trailer, and I'm pissed at the Mulan trailer. There's no Mushu. You cannot have Mulan without Mushu. I'm sorry, it's not possible. And they're trading off the main, like, villain. He's something else. He's not even there. I don't even know. But they're changing up the story, and it's making people mad because they're changing up the stories that they love, the stories that they know. So I think keeping Lion King the same was probably their best move, because it's the Lion King that we love. People love Lion King. It's fucking Lion King. Like, it's such a good movie, so I don't think they needed to change it. And the way that they did these graphics, they were so amazing. Everybody knows the Saponia, like that scene. Everybody knows that scene. That scene was done, the opening scene, done exactly the same as the animated version. I mean, everything. From like a rat running across the front in the beginning to that scene everybody knows with the ants and the little stick, and then it zooms to the zebras. Done perfectly, and done exactly the same. People think that that's not, like, it's pointless because they're watching the same movie, but I think that makes it great. Because you're watching the same movie, but it's real, and you're seeing actual looking ants on a stick, and then it zooms out to actual freaking zebras. Oh God. To actual zebras. And I think that that's amazing. I don't think if they would have changed that scene, I would have been pissed. There were so many scenes. If they would have changed it, I would have been pissed. Like, it was great. The scene in the beginning, like, every scene was about the same. And people were like, well, it's lazy. It's copying and pasting. But no, I want to experience the exact same movie, but done differently, done with better graphics, done with better music. And y'all about to be mad at me, but I think some of the songs in this movie were done a lot better. I did. They added more runs. They added more stuff to it. They had Beyonce. Come on now. Come on. I get it. People don't like change, especially the things like music in a movie, but it was so good. It was so good. And like, okay. Also, another thing that they kept the same was the voice acting. I really enjoyed the voice acting. The voice acting was done perfectly. They kept a lot of the same actors, I think. No. They kept Seth Rogen as Pumbaa, which I know for a fact, which I don't think they could have found a better voice to do Pumbaa. There is no other Pumbaa. Like, Seth Rogen needed to be Pumbaa. And they kept the same Mufasa, I'm pretty sure. And that might be it, actually. There might be more. I don't know. But I think that was a great decision. Oh, I think they might have kept the same Zazu. If it wasn't the same Zazu, then whoever did that Zazu impression was spot on. That Zazu was perfect. Like, great Zazu. But yeah, I think they kept most of the same voices. Not most, that's a lie. They kept a few of the same voices. But what I really liked was for the hyenas, I know, I can't remember her name, but a very well-known actress voiced the main female hyena, the smarter one. And they didn't even try to remake that because I guess that same voice actress didn't want to do that hyena or didn't, whatever happened. They didn't get the same one. And rather than having some person trying to imitate her, they just changed the voice. And I loved that decision. Instead of trying to imitate something, they just changed it. Scar's voice was a little different. It was a little, I don't know how to describe it, but Scar's voice was different. I liked the changes they made to the voice acting. Now, I liked Scar's singing voice in the animated version a little better, but that's because it's Scar and it was his singing voice. Like, Be Prepared, I think that's the one thing that could have been done better. The song Be Prepared was done so much better in the animated version with like the green flames and like the hyenas and then like the background singing. Like, that song was done amazingly in the animated version, and in this one it was just kind of there. I actually enjoyed when the transition into the song, because he was talking to the hyenas and then he started going into the talking like on the rock. It's hard to explain without knowing the words, but the transition from talking to the hyenas into the Be Prepared song was a lot smoother. And like, when he started, I even turned to my sister. I saw it with my sister and I was like, ooh, like, that was good how he did that. Like, the transition was smoother, but the actual song as a whole was not as good as the animated version. But I'm getting off track. The voice acting was good. I liked it. I liked baby Simba. I liked grown Simba. Like, I liked Rafiki. Is that his name? Rafiki? Yeah, the monkey. The voice acting was good. The voice acting was really good. And it was a little distracting in the beginning to hear Beyonce as Nala, because you know her as Beyonce. You hear her as Beyonce. It's Beyonce. So it was hard to wrap my mind around it, not thinking of her as Beyonce and thinking of her as Nala. But somewhere in the movie you kind of forget, because her voice acting has gotten a lot better. I remember she did a movie with like where she played the queen of like these fairies or something, and me and my sister were saying like, she's so like dry with her voice. She's like so monotone and she talks like this, and how is this good for voice acting? But she got a lot better, I think. I think her voice acting was really good as Nala, because she's Beyonce. Like, she was gonna do it. She had her name on it. She's gonna make it snap. Anyways, so yeah, I think that I got over it. Now, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? There was a whole thing about, why was it in the daytime? They made Can You Feel the Love Tonight? It wasn't even nighttime. It was in the day. Look, look, y'all being critics. Y'all being critics. Chill out. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's Can You Feel the Love Tonight being sung by Beyonce, and y'all are worried about the fact that it was done in the daytime? Who cares? Who the heck cares? You get it. It's the same point. Pumbaa and Simone are saying, hey, can you feel the love tonight? Our friend's doomed. Ah, shit. We're about to, our trio's down to 2. Like, it doesn't matter if it was in the daytime or the nighttime. I get it. I get it. I get it. It's called Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Y'all want it to be in the nighttime because the song says tonight. But it's Beyonce singing with this other actress. I'm so sorry. I mean, actor. I'm sorry I don't know his name. But he was a good singer, and it was amazing. It was still amazing. It was still amazing. Chill out. Chill out. All right? We get it. They kind of messed up the logics of it, but it's a kid's movie. Come on now. You're watching lions talking. You're watching freaking I don't know. It's a Disney movie. It's not supposed to be realistic. Y'all are being nitpicky. I get it. It kind of messes up the whole thing of it. They probably could have redid the scene where they were like in the pond and it was like, I'm pretty sure fireflies or something. I don't know. It's been a while since I watched the animated version. Sue me. But yeah, they could have did it at night. I get it. But it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, that scene, while we're on the topic of that scene was happening while I was still kind of trying to get, like, okay. Beyonce talking. I don't hear Beyonce talk a lot, so it was easy for me to get over her being Nala and like get in the mindset that this is Nala, not Beyonce. But when she started singing, it was hard to think this is Nala, not Beyonce. Like I'm thinking, oh shit, Beyonce about to kill this fucking track. Like you think Beyonce, it's Beyonce. You hear her voice, you hear Beyonce. That's not gonna change. So I kind of saw that as more of like Beyonce and the guy that plays Simba doing like a voiceover song while that plays. I didn't think of it as them singing, as Nala and Simba singing. I thought of them singing in the background while Nala and Simba do their thing. Kind of like the scene where they included Spirit. Nala wasn't singing Spirit, Beyonce was singing Spirit. So I kind of thought of it as that scene and like as a voiceover rather than them singing it, and that kind of helped with that because no matter how you view it, the song was bomb. The song was bomb. It was bomb. It was great. It was amazing. It was good. Also, Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. That song was amazing. Dans mon avis. It was freaking, I loved it. I loved the feel of it. Like, it means no praise. Like, I was singing in the theater. My sister was telling me to shut up, but like, it's our problem-free philosophy. Sorry, there's no music. I'm just really excited. I really like Hakuna Matata. And I really love the scene at the end. There was a scene, right? I was trying hard not to laugh because I had to use the bathroom the whole freaking movie, but I was not getting up because I'm like, I'm seeing this. I'm not missing a second. Like, nah, I'm sitting in this chair. Like, y'all not getting me up. I'll figure it out once the movie's over, but nah. So I was like, as long as nothing too funny happens, I should be okay. But there was a scene at the end of Hakuna Matata. If y'all have ever seen the animated version and watched it as an older person, adult, whatever, y'all know at the end, Simba's ass is always over here. Like at the end, when they're walking away, he like keeps the song going. Like it doesn't stop. Like he's over here. Like running that shit on in the animated version. And they made a little joke about it in this version where they're like, oh, he's like Simone and Pumbaa, he's going, and they're like, oh God, stop the song. Dude, it's over. The song's over. He's still going. They're like, oh God, he's riffing now. Oh, what are we gonna do? He's like, like I loved it. It was funny. You kind of have to see it to get the joke. It's one of those things. You kind of have to be there. Go see the movie. Or don't, it doesn't matter. Do what the hell you want to do, it's America. But yeah, it was really funny. I really liked that scene. That was probably one of my favorite scenes. But yeah, and I just like the little things like that. Like even when they said Hakuna Matata, they are aware that that older audience members are in those theaters watching it because they want to re-see this movie they saw as a kid. So when they first said Hakuna Matata, they're like, usually it gets a bigger reaction than that. Like people already start clapping and everything, and I'm like, I'll clap. Like we love some Hakuna Matata up in here. Okay, I'm getting so off track. Let me get back to my list. I don't even know what I was talking about. The voice acting, yeah. Voice acting was great. Music was great. I still felt the same excitement. It was like rewatching the movie. That's what this movie did for me. We'll cut it short. That's what this movie did to me. That's why I love this movie so much. It was like, you know the feeling when you watch a movie for the first time and it's really good, and I was too young to see the original Lion King in theaters. So I only saw it, in my house when I was however years old. And the first time watching it, it's like you can never get back the first time watching anything. You will never get that moment of shock back, or that moment of, oh, I really like this song, or that moment of, what's going to happen? Oh God, like you never get that back. Like after you've seen it once, you've seen it once. You can still enjoy it watching it other times, but you only get that sense of, this is my first time watching this movie, that sense of like wonder, that sense of like, that sense of excitement, all the emotions that come with the first time watching something. You only get it that first time, really. You only get it that first time. Y'all get what I mean. But this movie brought those back. It was like, one, I could finally watch it in theaters because I was too young to, and even if I was alive when it was playing in theaters, I wouldn't remember it, or I probably would have done something like fall asleep or something. I wouldn't be able to appreciate it the way I appreciate it now. And it gave that to me. It gave me seeing this exact same movie, the way I remember it, the lines I remember. Me and my sister were saying some of the lines, like I'm going, remember who you are, and like a bunch of Timon and Pumbaa lines. I know a bunch of their lines. Like I love them. Like it's fun, and it's the same as rewatching it, but this feeling of it's something new, and it's the same thing. You know what's gonna happen, but you still want to see it happen because you've never seen it happen in the way that it's animated like this before. You've never seen it before, and it felt great. It made me very nostalgic. It was great, and it was an amazing experience, and I'm really glad I got to see it. And I hear a lot of people telling people not to see it, and it makes me upset because you can see all of the time and effort and care that Disney put into making this live action remake, and people are saying don't go watch it because they think it's bad. Yeah, I get it. I'm being hypocritical. I'm basically telling you to go watch it because I think it's good. But it doesn't matter if you watch it or not. I don't care. I just want people to know that it's actually really good and it's really enjoyable. And if you enjoyed it as a kid, you will enjoy it now because it's the same thing. You can't not enjoy it if you enjoyed the original Lion King because it's so damn good. And another complaint that I get is that the the facial features, the fact that it was animated, is that they could cry, they could laugh, they could smile, but they're trying to make it realistic so the lions can't have facial expressions. I get that. When Mufasa died, I was kind of feeling like all Simba could really do is have a cryy voice and that's it. But I still felt emotional. Like, it still made me sad. Because, first of all, animated baby Simba is the cutest damn thing in the world. Like, he's so cute. It's adorable. I would, turn over to my sister, he's so cute. Like, it's adorable. But he can't cry. He can't have emotion. But the voice acting kind of makes up for it. The voice acting is really good. It's really, guys, it's really good. That's the point of this video. It was really good. People need to chill out. It was really good. Stop being critics. It was the movie that I grew up to and loved, and it was just really good. So go watch it. Don't go watch it. Doesn't matter. Just know that the people who are shitting on it from the videos that I saw, maybe I'll go see some more videos and I'll see some valid points and be like, oh, okay. But from the videos I saw, people are just being nitpicky. They're being critical. They're not looking at it as a whole, because as a whole, it's just amazing. There's some scenery that is just done in animation and it doesn't look nearly as stunning as it does in the live action version. It was really good. It was very good. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I'm probably going to do a video like now, probably same everything. Maybe I'll change my hair just to give y'all something different. But yeah, I'm going to go make a video on The Promised Neverland because I just finished that series and it was a lot. I'll talk about it maybe in another video. But yeah, so if you stick around, wow, I'm surprised. Hi. Yeah, I'm very bad at editing videos. So this is the end of this video. Go see The Lion King or don't. It's America. Do what you want to do. Goodbye.